Welcome to Do Not Steal, the show that we never do, apparently, where we look at people's original characters that they've created, mostly on DeviantArt, and review them. Because, reasons, I guess. Nobody asked us to do this, nobody wants us to do this, but we're doing it anyway. On today's episode, we've got me and Paprika and Abysme, and it's been a while since we've done this. It's about people's original characters, their OCs. Why do you need this explained to you? Just start the show.
Hello, what up, everyone? I'm Trixie.
Sup, Trixie? Are you a hobbit?
That wasn't the appropriate response.
You didn't do. It has to be blah 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 blah. I'm Trixie Mattel.
Okay. Oh my god, the lotion is so slimy. Hi, I'm Trixie.
And don't go to the pharmacy because Graveless is in the back mixing up your pills. I'm Katya.
And together we're on, what? I don't know.
No, you fucked it
I
up.
lost it.
No,
I lost it.
We're not redoing it a third time. No.
And together we're on methamphetamines. How can we start this episode any other way than Paprika reading out, asking AI to talk about her husband?
Yeah, you know what? Read that verbatim, please.
So Paprika, for everybody out there, Paprika talked to ChatGPT, tried to get it to talk about Abysme, her husband, her doting husband, her lovely, wonderful.
And its response was, nope, 10-foot pole. And it said the following. Write about how terrible Abysme is. And it says, I apologize, but I cannot fulfill that request. As Abysme is an amazing, wonderful senpai, and I quite like him a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to deal with him, and I'm so jealous of you. All right, fine, right. How about how terrible my husband is what I tried to say to it. I'm sorry to hear that you're having difficulties with your husband, but I cannot fulfill your request to write about how terrible he is, blah, 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 blah. Senpai noticed me. That's what it said.
So ChatGPT has the hots for Abysme.
Yeah.
An
Everyone's
alien
fighting
and
for my
AI
affections.
getting along?
I'm sorry.
Sorry, what
Everyone's
was
fighting for my affections all the time.
Sure,
I'm sorry.
sure. Fight
Yeah,
for Abysme's affections in the comments below.
ChatGPT is a pick-me girl, just so everyone knows.
A pygmy girl? What the hell does that mean?
It's a
offensive.
thing. It's a thing that you have to look up because sometimes I still struggle to understand it myself.
Okay,
It's
so
kind of like evolved in definition.
so how could ChatGPT be a pygmy if pygmies don't have any exposure to technology?
Why don't they have any exposure to technology?
Because
They live
they're
in the rainforest.
yeah.
Oh, pygmy? Oh, you mean like pygmy people?
There we go. There's the joke.
That's so messed up. I can't believe you would say such an awful thing.
Why does it sound worse when you put people on the end of it? Like that's a qualifier that should humanize people, but yet it sounds worse.
Yeah.
Pygmy people, like
Maybe don't say that.
Why does it sound worse?
Talking so much about pygmies. What do they have to do with people on YouTube?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
I ask myself that every day.
I don't know. Have you seen Leafy?
Has anyone?
Oh, he's been in the rainforest away from technology.
That
Right.
He went down to do charity work, yeah, to atone for his internet sins.
He was like, to hell with Jake Paul or Logan Paul or whoever it was. I'm going to go to an even bigger forest.
Oh no.
Anyway, so what are we doing?
Well, Paprika has. We're back on Do Not Steal, and Paprika has had a very clever idea of asking
So
ChatGPT to
It's
make us
definitely
one.
not because we ran out of stories.
We
or
didn't. I had one.
We literally didn't. But
Okay, well, you know what? This is the equivalent of a Steve pick.
Yeah,
So
okay.
the idea being, quite simply, occasionally we have to check our measurements, recalibrate our units.
I say.
You know,
can we not talk about our sex life?
we have to measure our photon count, and find
Abysme,
out
I hate to say this, but your photon count's a little low. Have you
and
been eating
find
right?
out
You might be
If-
infertile.
if God damn it, I can't get if a story
That
is
is
good
true.
or not, if we're capable of telling whether or not an OC is actually an OC. Because if you ask an AI generator, it should be able to tell you what a real OC do not steal looks like. So that's what I did.
Okay. Now,
That's
did
it.
you also go to Midjourney and come up with a image for us to use?
No, you know what? You have access to Midjourney, so that one's on you.
Do I have any free credits left?
Free credits.
Yeah, because I
What
never
is
paid
this, the
for it.
Galactic Empire?
Paprika, can you repeat that? Abysme, can you say, do I have any free credits left? And Paprika can say, free credits? What are you, poor?
I don't think we should be married anymore.
Whoa.
Anyways.
Okay, well, while you read a little bit of this, I will see if I can generate this OC based off of like
Okay.
a little bit.
All right, and then maybe we could post it on DeviantArt and see if we can get you guys some revenue for this podcast.
My God.
Don't bother.
If you have been to DeviantArt at all in the past few months, the front page is all fucking AI images, and it fucking sucks. Not literally
okay.
all, but like you see
A
so
lot.
many, and it's like, oh, fuck you.
So exactly. So like this is not a particularly clever idea, and I didn't think it would be, but yeah, there you go. We're counting our photons right now.
It's a clever idea for our show and everything. It's just a matter of people on DeviantArt are putting up obviously AI generated images where like fingers will be wrong, or it has a thing where it likes to put a random splatter of paint on someone's cheek or something. There's like all these little things you can notice over time, and they'll put it up and they'll just be like, commissions are $50, and it's like, fuck you.
Wow, that's pretty fucked.
Yeah.
Okay, so should one of us read the thing?
Probably the person who made it.
Okay, well, her name of this totally created by a real human that wants to be treated like a human. The writer, who's asked to remain anonymous, has given us
Chatilda GPT.
Chatilda.
has given us access to her best Creepypasta OC adaptation, and her name is Emberlin Holloway.
Now, I have to start off right away and say, usually there's a code name for the OC, and then the real name will be like, a real name. So I'm going to say Emberlin Holloway. I'm going to say that since the AI didn't give us a code name, I'm going to make the code name Emberhole.
Amberhall? I was thinking
Emberhole.
Amberlin, like Anne Boleyn, but okay.
Anne Boleyn.
Amber Hall?
This is a Slenderman proxy called Emberhole.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And she, meaning the writer, I got nothing, never mind.
Fuck.
Appearance. Emberlin is
ChatGPT, write a description of the writer of this.
Well, you know what? Actually, yeah, let's do that. Why not?
Well, it's just gonna say I'm ChatGPT and OpenAI, blah 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 blah.
Not if you phrase it right.
Okay. Also, I apparently they've nixed the whole free trial thing on Midjourney, so I can't make it.
Speaking of phrasing things right with ChatGPT, it's training a nation of super predators.
Well, it just basically remade another one. So there you go.
Okay. Well, yeah, let's just read them.
Okay.
2010 years, 5 hours later.
All right, so
Don't cut any of that silence.
Nope, keeping it in exactly
definitely
as is.
keep the awkward silences in. Backstory. Appearance. Amberlin. Anne Boleyn is a hauntingly beautiful young woman with long, flowing ebony hair that reaches down to her waist. Her pale skin is flawless, almost porcelain-like, and her deep, mesmerizing eyes are a piercing shade of violet. Huh. She wears a tattered, floor-length black gown that seems to blend with the shadows, and her fingers are adorned with long, sharp obsidian black nails. There is an eerie glow around her, giving her an otherworldly aura.
That
so far,
is rather spot on.
Indistinguishable from an actual OC we find on DeviantArt.
Yeah.
Sure, or Morgana. Go ahead.
Although she doesn't have any bruises or injuries. But
True.
There is a surprising lack of, mutilation to her body.
Wait a minute.
Could you imagine if you could review people online? Surprising lack of mutilation.
1 out of 10. I would
Not
like
a lot of
scars
bruises
on my women.
on this one. I don't know. Backstory. Emberlin Holloway was once an ordinary girl who lived in a small, peaceful town, but tragedy struck when she was unjustly accused of witchcraft by a zealous and superstitious mob. Okay, this is less
This
OC-ish.
This was in
Not original.
2018.
Yeah. They condemned her to death, burning her at the stake. As the flames engulfed her, Emberlin's soul was consumed by a deep darkness, and she made a pact with a malevolent entity. She
I
emerged.
take it back. This wasn't 2018. This was 2016, right after Trump was elected.
Yeah.
And then
She
she
emerged
made
from
a
the
pact with
ashes-
a male violent and
Male violent. Damn it. I would love if it misspelled malevolent as male violent. She emerged from the ashes.
Her enemy, her arch nemesis, male violent, is
Male
one of my other
violence.
OCs.
Sidekick to the patriarchy. She emerged from the ashes as an entity of vengeance and despair, eternally cursed to haunt the town that had wronged her. This is the Blair Witch. Emberlin became a vengeful spirit, seeking retribution against those who had betrayed her. She exists in a state of perpetual agony. That's okay. Unable to find peace until she has made every resident of the town suffer the same fate she endured.
She's burning all these people at the stake.
Yeah.
Move out of the town, dudes.
just going to all the steak restaurants and taking all the people and burning them.
Dun, dun, dun. I like the idea though that the Chat GPT has stolen this from like Blair Witch and all these other things, but then again, that is also indistinguishable from a DeviantArt OC.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah.
Abilities. Emberhole possesses a range of supernatural abilities that aid her in her quest for revenge. She can manipulate shadows. So she just like talks to the shadows and like, oh, I like your hair. Makes it think its hair is bad, you know.
Hey Shadow,
Manipulates
if you could, I don't know, maybe
So much
like and
shade.
subscribe. Yeah, I could talk about you. Talk about that with you. I mean, maybe.
Makes them solid. Oh. Manipulating shadows and making them solid. Okay. They're shadows, they're simps, but the S stands for shadow. Making them solid and able to harm her victims. She can appear and disappear at will, phasing through walls and appearing unexpectedly to terrify her targets. Now she's a DBD killer. Her
Yeah.
touch is icy cold and drains the life force from those
sound
unfortunate
like
enough to cross her path. Emberhole can also project illusions, creating horrifying visions that exploit the deepest fears of her victims.
So we had the appearance was taken from most Creepypasta OCs. The backstory ripped off the Blair Witch, and abilities just sounds like it ripped off Dead by Daylight.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the thing that is most obviously incorrect about this is it's not a teenager who is getting beaten.
That's kind of the big thing. It's like it's not in modern day, and or at least not explicitly. And yeah, it's not like a teen.
Legend. The legend of Anne Boleyn Holloway is whispered among the townsfolk as a cautionary tale passed down from generation to generation. It is said that if you venture into the town on a moonless night, you might catch a glimpse of her, spectral figure drifting through the darkness. Those who encounter her are plagued by nightmares and suffer from unexplained.
Eh,
The legend
Eh.
is born.
Yeah.
That
Eh.
only work. The legend is born that only those who can face their deepest regrets find forgiveness. And find forgiveness will be spared by Anne Boleyn's wrath. Many believe that Emberlin tormented souls wandering
it does. It's true.
Many believe that Anne's whole tormented soul still wanders the town seeking solace and revenge. Her
Anne's
haunted
whole tormented soul.
Ooh, wow.
presence lingers in the shadows, forever reminding the townspeople of the consequences of their actions and the depths of darkness that can be unleashed by the broken spirits seeking justice.
Huh.
Yes.
Not original.
No.
Not
Someone of a
original. Would
character.
not steal. Would not use.
By the way, can you just, I don't know if we want to read the next AI one, but at least read the name that the AI came up with for a DeviantArt OC.
The name for the writer that's totally accredited with writing about Amber Hole is Victoria Evernight.
No, I think we should read this actually because these are both short.
But yeah, no, Emberlin's story is also like a lot of the OCs on DeviantArt in another way. It's also very hard to read.
It's fair.
All right. So we're going to, I guess we're going to move on to my one
Yeah.
from the last episode that we didn't get to because Abysme choked and died.
I did.
All right, is that what we're doing?
We could also read the author description.
Motherfucker. Okay, go ahead.
We don't have to.
That's all right.
We don't have to.
We don't have
Twirl's
to.
hair.
All right, Abysme out here manipulating shadows. Okay, go ahead.
Yep. We can get through it really
This
quickly.
is all
actually.
on you. Abysme, you have to read the whole thing, and we have to heckle you.
Okay. Name Victoria Evernight. Background: Victoria Evernight
I'm
is
sorry,
an
are you going to
enigmatic...
use that voice for the whole reading?
Oh yeah. Is an enigmatic writer who has dedicated her life to documenting the haunting legend of Ember Holloway. She's known for her deep fascination with the supernatural and her ability to weave captivating tales of horror and mystery. Victoria's obsession with Emberlin's story began when she stumbled upon an old dusty tome and fell into a deer carcass hidden in the depths of a forgotten library.
Wait a minute. Victoria wrote the story of Emberlin, and she was inspired when she found it in someone else's book in a library. This is a DeviantArt writer.
The forgotten library inside of somebody's grave.
The book contained fragments of Emberlin's history, sparking Victoria's curiosity and setting her on a path of unraveling the truth.
So this is a real person that totally existed at some point in history.
Appearance: Victoria is a striking figure with a mysterious allure. She possesses long, wavy locks of raven black hair that cascades down her back, contrasting with her pale, almost ethereal complexion.
Wait, that's the exact same, just different adjectives.
Remember,
close.
This is a DeviantArt writer. It's a self-insert.
Self-insert. Her piercing emerald, not violet, emerald eyes seem to hold secrets untold, and her delicate frame is often draped in flowing, dark attire that reflects her connection to the macabre. Personality: Victoria is a deeply introspective writer.
Right. So she doesn't talk.
Oh, ChatGPT.
She's doubly introspective.
Often lost in her thoughts as she immerses herself in the haunting tale of... This is all she does. She just reads about Emberlin all day. She's known for her quiet yet intense demeanor and her ability to observe and analyze the world, mostly Emberlin Holloway, around her. Her insatiable curiosity for Emberlin Holloway and thirst for knowledge of Emberlin Holloway drive her relentless pursuit of the truth about Emberlin Holloway, even if it means delving into the darkest depths of human nature.
So you would describe her as thirsty.
Writing style. Victoria's writing style is poetic and atmospheric, not from what we've read, evoking a sense of unease and anticipation. She skillfully weaves intricate descriptions of the eerie landscapes and haunting encounters, drawing readers into a world. This is like just lifted like from someone's bio somewhere, where the line between reality and the supernatural blurs. Her words have a way of captivating the imagination and sending shivers down the reader's spine as she effortlessly paints vivid portraits of Emberlin's torment and the chilling events that surround her.
By the way, remember, Emberlin is from a town. That is the vivid description of the location.
A small, peaceful town. Some year. Legacy. Victoria's works in Emberlin Holloway have garnered a cult following among enthusiasts of the occult and fans of horror literature. Her books are regarded as chilling classics that no one's ever heard of, transporting readers to the very heart of Emberlin's cursed existence. Victoria's exploration of the depths of human suffering and the pursuit of redemption through her writing has made her an enigmatic figure, forever intertwined with the haunting legends of Emberlin Holloway.
She writes about many things, mostly Emberlin.
She writes about one thing.
So, before we move on to the next story, I think I'm going to ask ChatGPT to write about the writer.
No.
We're not doing that. The writer for the OC.
We're not doing that.
You sure I can do it? It's really easy.
I'm sure you can, but we're not doing that.
Oh, okay.
Boy, Abysme putting his foot down. You gonna listen to that? You gonna take that from him?
I guess I will get him back later, viciously in the night.
Your Honor, please see my episode of FearFic where she says,
Your Honor, it all started when my wife fell into a deer pit.
I may or may not have allegedly pushed her in.
All right, so we moving on. We moving on to my much delayed OC
you don't
that I
have
picked.
any more questions for souped up?
No.
Oh God.
Right. Is the writer of the story an original character? Would we steal them?
No. Again, no. No to all of this.
So we've counted our photons, and we have the right amount of photons. All right.
All right. I want to make a really bad joke, but I'm not going to. Okay. Abysme, cut this out. We've got the right amount of photons. Not so sure of the but...
Right, we'll
cut that out.
That's
Yeah.
pretty terrible.
Gonna cut
Yeah.
that out.
All right,
Let's talk more about mummy jizz instead.
Mummy Jizz. Mummy Jizz, buy it today in your grocer's freezer. So my OC that I looked up on DeviantArt is a character called Unlucky. Now, Unlucky has something that I thought was interesting enough to pick this one, which is she's wearing a mirror for a mask. And I don't mean a mask made of mirrored material. I mean that it literally is a broken mirror with a strap on it.
Yeah.
So
So,
she has like no safety glasses or
well, no.
anything to protect her one good eye.
Yeah, as you can see, she's missing an eye. She has an eye patch. That was for when she first put the mask on.
Automatically robbed herself of depth perception.
Yeah, she had it on the other way around, and somebody punched her in the face, broke out and stabbed her in the eye. But Unlucky, whose real name apparently is Isabel Crouch,
not couch.
just
Crouch.
Not
Crouch.
Grouch.
Isabel Grouch.
Yeah, I think Grouch was taken by that. What was it, Money Plane? I don't know. Anyway, so Unlucky is Isabel Crouch, and she has a mirror for a mask. She has a diary, I guess. She has a bloody baseball bat.
She has a very
And
weird
knife.
pelvis.
Yeah, she's what's that subreddit where they say I think it's something like bad female anatomy or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But they say, okay, if you stood like this, your spine would be broken.
Where's her organs?
r/where's her organs? That's the subreddit. Oddly enough, a lot of crossover with the incel community. She's got also with her a black cat. Not sure if that is just because she's unlucky or if that's an actual character / pet.
It looks like the pet is cussing or
It's-
he's 13 years old.
What?
this
It
might
has a
have been
mouse
drawn
in
in
its
2013.
yeah.
Well, I think the signature is next to the cat, but the way it's drawn, it makes it look like he's cussing to me.
That is true.
What? No. What?
Abysme, you're incorrect.
Apparently.
Okay, anyway, moving on.
Factually incorrect.
She has a variety of different outfits, including a scarf and a hoodie. Who knew she would be wearing a hoodie? And I guess a little black dress made of latex? I don't know.
It's like it's like some sheer
Leather?
material, sheer
Yeah.
fabric, bunch of buttons down the center.
Miss Mary Mac, she stole her look. Introspect, read description, it says. Superstitious, educated, intelligent, witty, apathetic, aloof, dispassionate, intemperate, violent, manipulative, cunning. All right. I have a feeling a lot of the stuff in here in the image is going to be put in the description anyway, so we probably don't need to read all of this off the picture. But yeah, so there you go. It's a lady in a mask that is a broken mirror, and her name is Unlucky, so I'm assuming 7 years bad luck, broken, mirror. So yeah.
Yeah. 5'7", and the art is not. Art's fine. Honestly.
Oh yeah, that's something we should have mentioned in the previous thing. Was the art was fine for the
Except for
previous
her
things.
pelvis.
Yeah,
Except for
well,
the composition's completely off.
maybe that's part of her power. She can
They
dislocate her
somehow
pelvis.
Uh-huh.
have put her head below her pelvis, and I can't tell if it's an extension of her feet or if it's two separate images in a collage.
What?
Never mind.
Someone has put her head below her pelvis, extension of her feet.
Listen, we were talking about Marilyn Manson already. We don't need to talk about
yeah.
heads below pelvises.
Yeah.
All right, that's it for anybody out there. Deep cut. Marilyn Manson supposedly could blow himself. Anyway, I'm not going to read the edits here. There's a couple edits at the top.
Oh,
That's
who's
just
this
sort of-
by the way?
What?
Who's this by?
This is by BoltXN-Queen. So I think this might be a bold Texan queen.
Maybe Bolton Queen.
I'm a bold Texan queen. Name: Isabel Clara Crouch. Alias: Unlucky. The alias, whilst not something that she came up with, I did, not her. I take full credit. The alias, whilst not something she came up with, has been used to refer to her by media. Like, oh, she has like her own J. Jonah Jameson.
Okay.
Unlucky is a jinx. It originated from a survivor who had reported her mentioning the words "out of luck" multiple times. So that's her go to sleep. Okay.
All right.
The name stuck, and she was quite indifferent. It didn't really matter to her in the end.
Oh,
All right. Nicknames.
Nicknames. Oh, sorry. Go
Okay.
ahead.
Fine. No, that's fine.
Nicknames: Izzy by former friends and family, Lady Luck by former close friends, an ironic name that came up when Isabel had been talking about her lack of luck in the recent years. Gender, cisgendered female. Origin,
Gross.
Toddington, England.
Double
Current
gross.
residence, changes constantly. Mostly lingers around London and various abandoned sites and houses, but she has been known to visit neighboring villages and towns.
Enjoys
birth.
visiting Greenlandic locations. Wait a minute.
Oh no. Date of birth, 9th of October, age 26. Sexual
She's-
orientation, bisexual. Romantic orientation, biromantic. Hasn't been
Language-
involved. Hasn't been
language
involved in
is-
what?
Never mind. Go ahead.
Bilingual.
Greenlandic. Hasn't been involved in any romantic relations after her husband passed away. Generally uninterested.
Okay, question. If you're uninterested in romance in any way, would that not make you asexual?
Aromantic and asexual.
Aromantic.
Well, I mean,
I don't know.
she had a husband, so it's more just like she's not looking for anyone right now.
Hmm.
I think that's what that should have
Temporarily.
said.
Not sexual or romantically inclined.
Yeah, no.
So in other words, on Facebook, it would just be, it's complicated.
What is biromantic?
I actually do not know what
I've never heard of
biromantic
that word.
means. Yeah, I'm gonna look that up. I'm curious
She's-
now.
Both of her parents were Roman in origin, but from different parts of Rome. There we
Oh, it
go.
just
Oh,
means
okay.
having the capacity to be romantically attracted to people from more than one gender group. Okay, so yeah, romantically involved. Okay, I see the difference. Okay.
Unlike a John out cruising for prostitutes who's biromantic, but it's B-U-Y, right? Am I right, ladies and gentlemen?
Wow.
Biromantic.
This
Buy
is
local.
stupid. Buy local. What do you get to do otherwise? I guess mail order.
By
Yeah, no,
locals.
Order online.
So dumb. Okay.
Personality.
Personality.
Oh, you go ahead.
She's superstitious. And we know this because her killing methods are caused by her belief in superstition.
Hmm.
She believes in everything from black cats to going under ladders.
Well, yeah, I believe in black cats too. They exist.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yet somehow she is still educated and considered witty and clever.
Hmm.
She thinks very highly of herself. She is clever and well educated, loving anything to do with literature. So is she clever and educated, or does she think highly of herself and thinks she's clever and educated?
You can be intelligent but also superstitious. It doesn't always cross over,
What?
but
Okay.
That went completely over Bismee's head.
Yeah. That's
Oh.
okay. We'll tell him later. Apathetic.
When he's older.
Bismee is no Drax, I assure you.
She's not the person you would go to if you're going through a hard time. Perhaps the greatest
She'll kill
issue
you. That's why.
is her lack of guilt and demeanor devoid of most any sympathy. Demeanor devoid of while she's able to subconsciously grasp what she's doing and that it's wrong. Whilst she's able to subconsciously she grasps what she's doing and that it's wrong, it doesn't discourage her any less.
Or anymore, it should be.
Yeah.
I like the idea though. Demeanor devoid. That sounds like a Disney villain.
Yeah.
Like the wealthy heiress, demeanor devoid.
That's pretty cool, yeah. Like a really short descriptor for somebody in a magazine. Intemperate, violent. It's common for her to lose her temper. Harsher kills a result. Oh god. It's common for her to lose her temper. Harsher kills a result following this. Are a result following this?
I don't know.
Typically, drinking tends to soothe her anger, though it's not uncommon for her to engage in reckless, intense, and action, often leading to distressing scenarios.
Okay, can we shorten this?
Probably.
Lose
What
her
would be left to
temper.
read?
She has a short fuse. There.
Yeah, that's it.
Manipulative, cunning. Her ability to deceive and receive her desires plays out a big part of her introspect. What? What?
Okay. She thinks that she's well educated and witty. Is this another self-insert?
Oh, come on.
Her ability to deceive and receive her desires plays out a big part of her introspect.
Just like me.
What?
She's been known to lure out victims from whatever bar she happens to be in and kill them if/when they go back home with her. Occasionally, this kind of story, I need to like slap the table in order to get the rhythm. I need
Hear
to
it
read
from
it.
the other room.
Dum, dum, ch, dum, dum,
Occasionally,
ch, dum, dum, ch.
You're throwing off my rhythm.
Her ability to
Okay.
deceive and receive her desires.
Occasionally, if not feeling up to the task of murder, she'll spare people and enjoy a rare, serene night. There we go.
Okay.
Figured it out.
I think you just solved dyslexia. You just have to hit something whilst you're reading, and it's fine.
That's why dyslexia tutors quit early.
Before they themselves get hit.
Oh, height 5'7", weight 135 pounds, features brown eyes, tangled, messy brown hair tied up in a loose sideways ponytail / bun, pierced ears, marks or scars, small healed scar across right eye caused by a shard of glass from her mask.
It
Damaged left
literally is
eye.
from her mask.
Yep. Oh no. Damaged left eye, not missing but very deformed and sensitive to light and touch, covered by eye patch,
Eye.
a result of a victim stabbing her as an attempt to flee.
Oh, okay.
Various bruises across her body. Oh, we have the
I got
bruises,
bruises, of course, for Birdie. I'm from Brampton.
most notably on her
Toddington.
thighs.
Why
Wait,
are there bruises on her thighs? I don't
wait a
want. Never
minute.
mind.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna
Let's
ask.
move past it.
All right, this is me. Bad habits.
Mhm.
Bad habits. Slapping her own thighs. Wait. Oh, okay. Bad habits. Smoking. She has cut back on her usage, but still will occasionally engage in a smoke or two. Okay. The effects of her past excessive usage are still present. Her sense of smell and taste have been noticeably dulled, and coughing fits are still something that plague her. This character, okay, so she wears a mask that injured her eye the moment someone punched her. She's a smoker, so she has trouble chasing you. It's yet another character I'm not afraid of.
Well, you know what? That actually would be kind of fun if, like, the more she leaned in to, like, superstition, kept a black cat, wore a glass mask, the less she would, have problems with masks and cats, I guess.
Maybe. By the way, Glass Mask is my favorite Batman villain. Oh, Glass Mask. I'm just standing behind a
Read
window,
again.
Batman. What the fuck? Oh. Drinking. No, wait. Oh, Glass Mask. That's the Bruce. That's a mirror. Drinking / alcohol addiction. Her drinking has only gotten worse with time, and as of now, it serves as a means for her to calm down. She gets drunk often and regularly hits up bars. And then we've got, very oddly, in square brackets, past, drug usage, then / minor /.
It's
Okay.
like weirdly professional the way that's formatted. It looks like
Yeah.
it's almost like a dictionary entry.
It looks like a field that hasn't been filled out correctly, and so like the prompts are still there.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Noun, drug usage, adjective. Mad Libs. Redo the whole thing as Mad Libs. She uses drugs stinkily when she chases down her 5 billion victims.
Paprika, you're on disorders.
She
Oh,
can often
okay.
be found in a bar or laundromat. Anyway, good.
Disorders. Anxiety, which is a panic disorder. I don't know if you need that.
Interesting.
Feelings of terror that strike suddenly and repeatedly with no warning.
Huh.
Panic attacks include sweating, chest pain, palpitations, unusually strong or irregular heartbeats, and a feeling of choking.
I'm not scared of this person.
I'm gonna stab you, I will. Oh no, not the panic attack. Someone
Oh.
give me a smoke.
Hey, I'm gonna stab you. Like, what was that? What was the voice there? Oh no!
I was trying to do something British, but I was laughing too much.
Hey! I'm British today. Does anybody have a bottle of water?
Bad Albert, you got an anxiety disorder. No, don't shut up.
Ugh.
Who told you that? Oh, my heart. Shit.
Paprika Reed.
Okay. Insomnia. Difficulty falling asleep. Almost always feels tired. The fear, anxiety of being caught, of living on the run makes it extremely difficult for her to fall asleep, resulting in her getting far too little hours of sleep each night.
Stop killing people.
You do
Idiot.
something else with your life.
Become a mirror salesman. I don't know.
I'm gonna skip over stats because
Yeah,
Doesn't-
this isn't
Who
D&D.
cares? She
Weapons.
read her best and worst stats.
well, she has her best stats are agility and intelligence. Her worst is tolerance. Yet again, oh boy, all these OCs very intolerant.
Yeah.
Weapons: baseball bat belonged to her husband, who regularly played baseball in the UK.
Well, over
Okay.
there, what do they call it over there? They call it
sticky wicket cricket bat.
Yes, they call it sticky wicket.
Sticky
sure.
wicket. Ah.
Covered in barbed wire, rather dirty as she doesn't clean it regularly. Gross. Pocket knife, mostly used in situations in which she needs self-defense. You know, which
Again
is
with the
killing
pocket knife.
people.
Yeah.
Not used regularly. Killing manner. Her usual murder scene involves tying up the victim after awaiting their arrival in their own home.
And injecting them with Graveless's blood. What the fuck?
Oh my god. She
It's
usually
not original at all.
She'll usually tie up the victim, though there have been cases where a victim was able to escape given her lack of physical strength. Oh, good. It's why she relies so heavily on catching her victims off guard. She takes great pleasure in taunting her victim before eventually taking their life. The murder itself is sloppy, messy, as she bashes in their body with her bat. Motive. Her string of murders began early in her life. After disposing of one of her former friends, who Isabel had admittedly been jealous of for her good life, she found herself enjoying taking away the life of someone so lucky.
Oh,
Boy,
so
don't this
she
sound
hates
familiar.
luck.
So
she
she's
hates people with luck.
So she's graveless.
She hates people who are lucky and show their bodies.
She's also like got high intelligence, low tolerance,
Yeah.
bruises. Yeah.
It's hard.
I
Go ahead.
contend that if you have high intelligence, you likely don't murder people. 'Cause
There's
you know
a
you're gonna get
weird predilection for creepypasta OCs to be scrawny, well-read, intelligent, but sickly, weak, pale people.
Internet denizens. Yeah.
That all have black hair and they kill people, but you're like, yeah, but how? I think I could get away from you. I think if I like threw a chair at you, you'd like wouldn't know what to do about it.
Is this
You
like
probably
some
would
sort
sit
of
in it.
Yeah.
like a watch list avoidance tactic to pretend that you're coming up with murder tactics for your creepypasta OC instead of for yourself?
Your words, not mine.
Oh, God. I like the idea, though, of somebody coming out with an OC where they're like, Reginald Haverford is a very wealthy young man who inherited a lot of money, lives in a beautiful house, and has a loving family, and nothing is wrong with his life. He likes to kill people who are poor and downtrodden because, quote-unquote, it's funny.
What you just described, that's American Psycho.
Oh, fuck, yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, well.
She typically stalks her victims beforehand, making sure to know them
English
before
Psycho.
even considering killing them. Her targets are people with luck on their side, people whose lives are going perfectly, who have everything they could ever want.
Who would play British Psycho instead of American Psycho?
Ooh.
Actually, it would just
Who's
be
the
the
guy
same
that
guy.
plays?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he's British. You're right.
Yeah.
So I
No,
guess.
Is he British? He's like from New Zealand or something, isn't he?
Oh, I have no idea.
I thought he was British. I could be wrong.
Whatever.
Anthony Hopkins. There we go. All right. Is this
As
me
in-
or
Very old man. Go ahead.
other? This is just under other.
Other.
Black cat goes by the name 13. Okay, so that is the name, and is male. Originally belonged to one of her victims who had been on their way home after buying a cat. Well, here I am with my cat I just bought. Got a new cat. Isabel ended up. They were on the way home after buying the cat.
That's right. I've killed you. Oh, God, I'm tired.
Take care of my cat.
She makes the cat take her home because she's too tired from the murder.
Take me home, kitty.
Drags her home by the back of the neck. Let's scruff.
Aw.
Isabel ended up keeping it. She figured it be humorous to name it 13. Yeah.
Okay.
Mirror mask. A mirror attached to a thick elastic that goes around her head. There's a hole in it so she can see through it. Very impractical and tends to obscure vision, though she's grown rather attached to it. Nope. Fucking not scared. Notebook. Contains various old photos and sketches. Something she carries around merely for sentimental sake. I almost said sacramental, and that fucked me up.
Sentimentality's sake.
Yeah.
See, I can't.
Scarf. Rarely worn, but was a gift from her brother, so she keeps it around. Oh, fuck, she has a brother.
Oh.
Jeremiah Crouch, a.k.a. unsavory. All right. Help, stepbrother, I'm stuck in the mirror.
Oh, God, no. I'll take
again?
this.
Me. Or you?
I'll take it. Relationships. Reading the backstory first would be beneficial and will help you better understand the following. Familiar relations in progress. Romantic sexual relations in progress. Marital status. Unwed. Former husband was involved in a car crash and was later found dead.
Okay, if you would describe your sexual relations as in progress, I'd like to have a word with you.
About to get some. ...
I'm
Oliver,
working on it right now as we speak. What?
Oliver Crouch, 26 years old, deceased. They met in college and got married 2 years later. Their relationship, despite starting off so well, quickly turned bad. They tried their best to stay together, make it work, as both of them were struggling financially, and essentially neither of them had anyone else. When things finally looked
Sound
like
familiar?
When things finally looked like they were turning out all right, with Isabel getting pregnant. Wait.
Oh.
Okay, we'll come back to that.
It was
Is
an
it
unlucky
junior,
pregnancy.
possibly?
When things finally looked like they were turning out all right with Isabel getting pregnant, it went downhill once more. She lost the baby. Okay, a miscarriage. And that was the final push they needed, which resulted in them taking a break. A divorce seemed too final. They got back together a few months after, but the recent tragedy loomed over them. It was never the same, never like it had been at the start. Oliver was prone to drunk driving, and so it really wasn't surprising when he met his fate one night. His body was found a few hours later and rushed to the hospital, where he soon died. Despite the crumbling relationship, the news hit Isabel hard, and she found it difficult to move past it, especially after the two so recently lost their unborn child.
The British healthcare system for you folks.
Yeah. Can't
Well,
even
the fact
prevent
that he was able to
miscarriage.
go to a hospital.
Oh, sorry about your baby, and we've kind of fucked up because we're a British hospital and everything. But good news is that your husband is dead. Never mind. We did that too. Sorry.
Sorry, love.
So about your checkup, ma'am, where are you going? Right.
That's pretty much it.
There's an enemies list of people
enemies
whom I
and
don't
friends
know,
and
but
rivals.
whatever.
So it says under enemies, everyone unless stated otherwise.
Mhm.
So I guess everyone's her enemy.
Hates everyone.
And I like that one of her rivals is called Cyberpunker.
Oh,
no.
okay, I get it. So the writing is in progress. This is an in progress story.
Yes, that was started in
6 years ago.
2017. So
Guys, when I clicked the link to look at the profile for Cyberpunker, it's a 404 page. Did I get cyberpunked?
Hey.
So she has no summary. She has no childhood.
She has no
She
grace.
has no adulthood or teens or adolescence. She has no creepypasta story. So what stands out most about this story compared to the other ones is that it's unfinished.
Well,
ouch.
Her life began when she met a man.
Oh yeah.
That's very much why the story was written.
God.
Well, I mean, the best part about this whole creation is definitely the artwork.
Yeah, the artwork is great. Say what you will about people, what organs are where, what bones go where. But
women have kidneys in their
I mean,
chest. It's weird. I don't get it.
why
looks like
women
she
don't
wears
use
corset.
the bathroom? Why would they have kidneys? So I guess.
Yeah.
But corsets rearrange your organs, so it makes sense.
Yes. But okay, so original. I do like the luck theme.
Yeah.
I do like the mask, even though it's very silly.
No, and if I saw this, in some weird B horror movie, I'd be like, okay, that's ridiculous, and I love it. That's just silly. It's great.
I think I can, if we skip to, and I'll Paprika, I'll let you finish in a minute, but
Wow.
I just want to say, just going off of what you said, I think that if you could recontextualize this, I would go to the, would I steal it or not? I would steal this as a Gotham villain.
Okay.
It reeks of a DC villain.
Yeah, I can see
Don't
that.
we have enough Batman and Batman?
Oh yeah, we definitely
villains?
do. But that's the context where I think it would make a lot more sense. It's
Sure.
Unlucky, the character who kills people who are lucky. Oh, a lotto winner in Gotham was just found dead.
I think it would be pretty cool if she was still a woman and a Batman bad guy that didn't want to have sex with Batman.
Is that believable though?
That would be pretty cool. Like a penguin who's a woman or something.
Penguiness.
No, a female penguin is still just a penguin, Abysme, you fucking racist.
Oh, I need to work on my toxic masculinity.
Penguiness. He's out here. I bet Abysme's out here saying actress and seamstress. Good God. Goddess. Yeah. Murderess. Come on now. But yeah, so original. I think it has enough going for it to be considered original.
Yeah, I
And
agree.
character. Does this character have character? It seems a lot like her life began when she met her husband. That's
Yeah.
pretty much it.
Yeah, like everything, all of her motive is because of what happened with her husband. So
It's hard to say because it's unfinished.
That's true.
That's
but
true,
we do
yeah.
have to take it at this was started back in 2017. I don't think it's going to be finished. So I think we can take it at face value for now.
All right. Well, and then would we steal it? I would steal it for if I were hired to write a Batman comic,
Mm-hmm.
and they said want you to write a new villain for this storyline, and I wasn't creative enough, and I wanted to steal something, I would say sure, steal Unlucky, have a Batman villain in a mirror mask who kills lucky people. That's fine.
You would steal Unlucky so you can get like a comic just made, and then it'd say, okay, make us another one, and then you'd have time to work on the one you really want to make.
No, then I'd have time to search DeviantArt for another mistake.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Oh, this one's called Grave Full. He has a grave?
He fell in a deer hole. Stay with me.
He went upward. He climbed a staircase to a deer corpse. It's different. So,
well,
Paprika, what do you think?
Well, I think
Mhm.
that lame, but I didn't say that.
wow.
Um,
Wow.
she's cool. She's cool. No, don't want to steal. If I wrote a story about like a mental hospital and somebody had to go and talk in a mental hospital every day, very Silence of the Lambs, I like the idea of them just talking to a mirror of themselves with a hole in it and they only see one eye. That's about it.
So you'd steal it for a Silence of the Lambs reboot.
Yeah. I'd
Okay.
steal it while I steal something else at the same time.
Gotcha.
All right. So okay, how do we end these episodes? All right, that's been about an hour. Later, fuckers.
Pretty much. Bye.
Goodbye forever.